Hi guys, it's Paul from Paul Cole Cricket, and I'm very excited today to be showing you the Ton Special Edition cricket bat here at Uzi Sports, which is packed up in the padded full-length Ton bat cover that comes for free with these bats. There's one behind me as well, just to show you. We've got a few in stock. It's a very nice one there, as you can see, but we'll be spending the majority of the time in the video looking at this one. It's not only this padded back cover that comes for free, actually. You also get interior bat sleeve, if you like, there from Ton, just for added peace of mind, to protect your investment that little bit more if you're worried about it scuffing up and that kind of thing. Very nice to be getting not one but two back covers included for free with the bats. But yeah, here it is. Absolutely stunning bats. Grade 1 English willow. This one's got 8.5 grains. It's all sapwood, pretty much blemish free, absolutely stunning. It's actually been hand selected by the owner of Ton, especially for Uzi Sports, which I think is quite impressive. I don't personally like the lack of originality in the looks. Certainly seen this very similar design being used in another bat before. Maybe not in black, but in red. But yes, I think rather than focusing on that, I would like to sort of look at the positives, certainly in terms of the value, because generally laser engraved bats like this are usually reserved for like the super top end, the really premium bats. In this case, when we talked about the price later, we realise it's actually a rare opportunity to get your hands on a laser engraved bat for a relatively affordable price. But yeah, like how it looks, really classy, just lacking in originality. But there you go. On the back, what I do like is how much wood is on show. A couple of little dents here just from being here in the shop. But yeah, nice lot of wood on show. I showed you in the Gray-Nicolls videos recently how there's a lot of sticker covering in the blade at the back, and you can barely see the willow. Well, here couldn't be more different really, so I really like that. I love the specs of these bats. They're just coming out absolutely massive. This bat is 2.8, but it's got 39mm edges, a 63mm spine, and a 22mm toe. So massive all over, and minimal concaving there as well, as you can see. Very little concaving, so nice wide middle if you're hitting it off centre. So those kind of specs for a bat that's just 2.8 is incredibly low density. So yeah, this bat here is also similarly big actually in terms of the specs. It's slightly thicker toe. I think that's got 24mm toe. But yeah, otherwise similar specs, and that one's also just 2.8. So certainly if you like a low density big bat, then these Ton bats are a great option. If you like a feather-light pickup, perhaps not quite as good an option, because for me, these actually feel a little bit on the bottom heavy side. It is sort of a mid to low middle, so fairly low middle. I've mentioned it's quite a thick toe. You do get a little bit of a duckbill toe there, which ought to help with the weight distribution. But I think with the main problem, I'm noticing at least, with the pickup of these bats, is the fact that the handles are thin. Really very thin for me. I would absolutely recommend a second or even a third grip if you're batting with this. So yeah, it kind of really doesn't help the weight distribution, not as much weight on the handle, so therefore yeah, feels a little bit bottom heavy. So it's 2.8. If anything, it feels its weight, or maybe even a tad heavier if I'm being completely honest, which I don't often say in bat reviews, but I just want to give you the complete picture. Also, quite importantly, it's round at the bottom. So this is one of those bats where if you're more of a bottom-handed or a wristy player and you want to involve that bottom hand more in your stroke play, this is a bit better for you rather than if you're more of a top-handed player, because you've got less restriction with that round handle there at the bottom. I like this kind of ribbed black grip. Looks really smart and nice and tacky feel to it. And as you might expect, they're coming out very bowed, as you can see there, almost like a banana there. Yeah, curves around the mid blade, looks really nice. In terms of the good old mallet test, this is another thing I really like about the bats, to be fair. Toe up to the base of the, not the stickers, the engraving on this occasion, then I'll bounce the ball on it. Really good. Love it. Quite soft, very responsive. Absolute gun, really. Yeah, it's really good. Up high. Down on low. It's the kind of bat that I think will reach peak performance level pretty much as soon as it's knocked in. You know, you're not going to be waiting for long. It's soft, it's responsive all over. Absolutely do give it some knocking in. It needs at least a couple of hours or so, although the edges have been boned. Uzi Sports can provide that service for you, so do check that one out if you were buying this bat. But yeah, that's scary how good that can be when it's knocked in, because they're only going to get better after knocking in, remember, but it is already an absolute gun. There's no question about that. Natural finish, you don't get the anti-scuff sheet or the toe guard fitted. You might want to think about adding those things for additional longevity if you did order the bat, something to maybe bear in mind. I'll bring in the other one just so you can see. Same grade, same price, very clean again, all sapwood. So looks wise, I really do like them. They're stunning. And price wise, I'm impressed, to be fair. £299.99, of course made in India. I mean, compared to a lot of other bats on the market, that's really, really great value for money. That's so low density, looks really nice. Got the back cover, as I mentioned. To be getting all of this for £300 is absolutely fantastic. It's one of the better examples of value for money I've shown you on this new YouTube channel. So yeah, I mean, obviously a bit lacking in originality, you could say. Certainly a very thin handle, not for everyone. But if you were to add maybe a second or third grip, I think this is an absolutely fantastic price. I really do. Can't stress that enough. And I would highly recommend looking at the links in this description for Uzi Sports if you were interested in these bats. They're available here, of course. As I said, specially selected by the owner of Ton, the special edition. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. I really do appreciate your support, especially considering this is a sole venture here as a hobby, this YouTube channel. More amazing bats coming here from Uzi Sports. I'd love you to watch those too. But yeah, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.